Today I'll be speaking on one of the most successful university in Malaysia, which is Taylor University. Taylor University was built at a cost of around 450 million Subanjaya. The university was first constructed from early 2007 and ended its project in January 2010. Taylor University have received a huge recognition from the Ministry of Higher Education of Malaysia as a full-fledged university in Malaysia. And also Taylor has a lakeside campus. It was built in 2010 for the purpose to accommodate the students that come to the university. In Taylor lakeside campus, there is eateries and shop that is called as shops, where it's located at the ground of the campus. Putting that aside too, Taylor University have received an award, which is the Special Honor Award in 2011, which is category 3, Professional Awards in Landscape Design and Planning by the Society of Landscape Architects Malaysia. All 3 building categories are interior design, architecture and landscape were given to the lakeside campus.
Hi, my name is Farimita Matzaki with the matrix number of UDB210244, and today I'll be presenting about the relevant position in Taylor University. So basically we have 3 positions. The first one is top level position. Basically in Taylor University, it is the executive dean held by Professor Dr. 𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐿, anak lelaki M.R. Raghavan. He is basically the most authoritative in the organization, as he supervises the overall business strategy and making sure that everything that is happening in the Taylor University aligns with the business strategy plan. So the second one is middle level position. It is basically the registrar held by Ungku Nazli binti Ungku Ismail, and she handle the supervision of the non-managerial staff and making sure that the tasks that the non-managerial people employee did all are in order and done properly before she sends it to the top level employees. While for the non-managerial positions, there are as such of clerks, assistants. Basically these positions, all they do is executing the orders, the tasks, the work given by the upper positions, and they basically have less to no authority in the organizations.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Zahid Ryan and my metric number is UDB210343. So I will be talking about the human resource planning process. Basically, human resource planning is a process that identifies current and future human resources needs for an organization to achieve goals. The main objective of this process is to ensure the best fit between employees and jobs while avoiding manpower shortages or surpluses. There are 3 main steps in this process. The first step in this process is forecasting human resource recruitment. In this step, there are 3 analyses that is conducted, which the first one is statistical analysis, whereby studies will be done to come up with a statistic based on ratio, trend or regression. Secondly is a judgmental analysis, whereby forecasts rely on human resource experience to predict future business needs. And the third is scenario planning method, whereby different scenarios will be predicted and identified so that the company can be prepared against whichever becomes reality of the future business. The second step is forecasting human resource availabilities. This process is used to predict large amount of employees' behavior and decision. And also, in this process, replacement planning method is also used, whereby it focuses on the immediate filing of a specific role through promotion. Last but not least is reconciliation and gaps, whereby companies will make comparison between all positions. If there is shortage, there will be recruitment. If there is surplus, there will be retrenchment process. For example, the table above is the prediction of the human resource planning process at Taylor's University. That is all from me. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, my name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Bakri. My matrix number is UDB 210278. Let's proceed with job analysis. Job description for Executive Dean. Number 1. Organize, plan, and coordinate the college operation. Number 2 is develop and evaluate strategies to improve the quality of education service. And the job specification for Executive Dean position is leadership, creative thinking, and communication skills. We will continue with job description for registrar. Number 1 is to managing and monitoring student records. 2. Data processing. And lastly, 3. To maintain student courses. Job specification for this registrar position is data entry, software entry, and technology savvy. And last but not least, job description for lecturer position. Number 1 is to provide teaching lesson for student, and number 2, maintain and improve student evaluation, and lastly, preparing question for tests and final exam. And the job specification for lecturer position is communication skill, teaching skill, and time management. That's all from me, and I will pass it to next person. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Afika Yuani Adizam, UDB 210352. So for today's presentations, I will be presenting 5.0 recruitment process. So recruitment process are required to identify the potential and qualified candidates to fill up the job vacancies in the organization. Recruitment processes uses a systematic procedure from finding the resources to conducting the interviews. There are two types of recruitment, which is internal and external recruitment. Internal recruitment is a process of filling the job vacancies within the existing workforce in the organization. Internal recruitment is a great way to find a potential candidate because it requires less cost and less time consuming conducting compared to external recruitment process. Not only that, internal recruitment can also encourage the loyalty as well as motivates the employees. Meanwhile, for external recruitment, it's a process of filling the job vacancies by hiring suitable and professional candidates outside of the organization. However, this process costs a lot of money and takes a long time. But at the same time, the organization can have a better quality candidates to improve the organizational growth with new perspectives and ideas. As shown in the table given, every recruitment has their own pros and cons. For internal, its advantages is it can help to boost the employee's motivation. However, it can encourage an inflexible culture. This means that these existing employees can get too comfortable with the ways are being done in the company and struggle to spot the inefficiencies and experimenting the new ways of the work should be done. As a result, the organization would not be exposed to new perspective or even opinion or even to generate the creative ideas that can effectively help the organization to achieve its goal from time to time. For external recruitment, its advantages is we can be able to access to a wider pool of qualified candidates, but yet it costs a lot of money, time consuming, and also the resources itself. For executive position, the Taylor's University uses external recruitment via employment agency. This is because it provides a better quality candidates. As much as having been able to
access to a wider reach, it is also often resulting with a better option that could improve the organizational growth with new perspectives and ideas. Meanwhile, for registrar position, both internal and external recruitments are being used. Using internal recruitments, the existing workers can enhance their experience in a new position. Plus, the organization use promotion method as it can help to boost the employees' motivation. However, the organization also use external recruitments via job agencies and university recruitment to attract workers from the outside. And as for the non-managerial positions such as the lecturers, Taylor University use the external recruitment through job agencies and walk-ins. So anyone who interested to be a lecturer or to fill up the non-managerial position, they can just simply walk in and submit the application form. Next, we will go to the 6.0 selection process. In Human Resource Planning Department, it is stated that the staffing components consist of applicants, recruitment, selections, employment, and organization. Here shows that selection process is a step afterwards the recruitment. Therefore, selection process is defined as a set of steps intricate in electing candidates who possess the right qualification to fill in the current or future job vacancies in the company. There are 4 selection processes that are popularly used by many organizations, and those are initial assessment method, substantive, the discretionary, and contingent assessment method. In Taylor's University, they only uses 2 selection process, which is the initial and the substantive assessment method. For the initial, it is focused on the external. This method is defined as a holistic process during which the employers will do a screening process of a picture of the applicants, including background check, achievement skills, interests, previous work experience, and also goals. Hence, this is where the cover letter and the resumes are required to give from the applicants to give to the employers in order for them to do the selection process. From there, they will go through the formal interviews. From here, the HR department will filter them to list down the qualified candidates for the job. Meanwhile, for substantive selection process, it is exclusively only for internal recruitment because it is used to point out which applicants from the applicants pool to become the finalists or to enter the shortlisted for the vacant post. Owing to this, every applicant will go through some of the method that such as seniority experience, job knowledge test, or the manager will refer to the performance appraisal ahead to determine which existing workers should get the promotion. For the executive position, the Taylor uses initial assessment method due to the external recruitment. It needs to be used this method to gain more info about the candidates. That is the main reason for asking the cover letter, the resumes, to filter them out accordingly. Next is for the registrar position. It uses substantive assessment method due to the internal recruitment as well as called the promotion method for the existing workers. This will help the HR to develop a shortlisted candidate for the vacant post by referring the performance appraisal ahead or conducting a job knowledge test for all candidates. Lastly is for the non-managerial position such as the lecturers. It uses the additional assessment method, which is I have explained earlier. So that's all from me, the recruitment and the selection process. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Sofia Nadira binti Ismail. My matrix number is UDB210104 and I will explain about the findings and recommendation. Okay, first of all, I will explain about the finding. If I do have 2 methods, which is initial assessment method and the second one is substantive assessment method. Okay, so for initial assessment method is the benefit of applying this method. In addition, manager can identify key strengths that they're looking for in candidates for the job position. Developing an assessment that includes a real workplace scenario with a sum of brief response on how the applicant will have handled the scenario that will show to employer the potential strengths of an applicant. Lastly, the manager can easily decide along with bias. Okay, right now for substantive assessment method. The advantage of using this process is can promoting a senior or experienced worker is socially acceptable by other employees. In addition, despite the benefit and advantage it can bring to the manager or employers during the selection process. Okay, so for recommendation, I have 3 recommendations. Firstly is managers must make decisions along with not be biased. First is, if the manager is fair, it will be good for the company because it will accept qualified employees. Second one is, bias is something that should not be followed because it will certainly give a bad impression to the employee. Okay, the second one is manager must not make any hasty assumption. First, halo effect is a collective bias that occurs when a person initiates favorable impression affect their overall perception of the individual. Second one is this halo effect is highly disrespected by everyone if it is used incorrectly because 50% of it is good and 50% of it is bad if it imitates the attitude or mannerism of others. Okay, lastly for recommendation is interviewers must need to be carefully monitored and researched. First, correspondence between the current job requirement and the position requirement who wants to apply for. Second, this method need to be carefully monitored and researched because it will cause a problem during the interview session. Lastly is managers should be careful when conducting interview session because if have a problem, it will make any mistake. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, it's me again, Farah Ain, with the matrix number of UDB210244, and right now I'll be presenting about the conclusion of our presentation. So first of all, 𝐶𝐿 University can be said that they are growing in recognition because among all of the private universities we have in Malaysia, 𝐶𝐿 University is the best among all of them. And right now, 𝐶𝐿 University is using the positioning technique of more for more because by putting a high rate fee to the students, they are able to provide a supportive and intellectual environment in the university. And lastly, 𝐶𝐿 University can be said as the pinnacle of education institution because they are trying their best to provide by giving the best value possible to the clients and to the students who paid a lot to them. Thank you.